for the plot, but we all know it is probably not. Little chat with another slice of life. Biggles keeps talking about another villainess. And in a tropeに越されているので、私たちはそれらは全て分析します。It's the Biggles breakdown, another anime night, fighting all the shows and the plots. It's time for the Biggles breakdown. Breakdown.
Weirdly enough, this didn't show up on the YouTube side. It only showed up on Restream. So, fuck you, Muffler Gape. All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Biggles Breakdown. My name is Biggles. I am joined, of course, with my two co-hosts.
You are joined by, not joined with. Okay, that's very, very gay. If you're joined with us, that's very gay.
I am combined with my two co-hosts, Little Chad and Crimson Wall, or Crimson Rider. He is a new man. He is a Toji.
He's becoming more V3.
Sorry, I'm retarded.
Go on. Nice you got there, Biggles.
Thank you.
Bro, that show fucking gets me every time. It's so fucking good. He's becoming more V3. What does that mean? It means he's becoming more V3.
For some reason, it won't let me fucking change the colors back on my thing. So right now I'm suffering. Let me change. Why does okay? Someone talk about something. Hello,
I'm
anime.
pouring myself a glass of this mead here for the night, and we're going to enjoy a drink as we talk about some bullshit. You know.
Yes, bullshit.
Yep.
I figured it out.
That's bullshit.
I've become the kind of adult who just has 2 bottles of alcohol sitting here on his desk next to his gaming setup. So that's a thing.
I mean, that's a real adult right there.
Cheers. Yeah, okay, so my actual YouTube chat isn't working at all for me. I can't read anything. Luckily, we have Restream because now I can actually read something. But this is ridiculous. I'm having problems everywhere today. So what about you guys? Did you guys have a good day? Did you watch any anime?
I watched Isekai Quartet today.
Nice.
And finished an episode of Tales of Wedding Ring, so I'm 9 episodes into the first season.
Nice.
But other than that, all I did was ride around with my boss, pick up material, make some new sawhorses. Like, deliveries are screwing us over on our latest job. Like, we can't do anything until they drop the steel off.
That sucks. I hate when fucking companies don't drop off the ship. One time we had to install a door. No door till the next day. It's like, you fucking pieces of shit.
Fuckers.
But let's I watched some Ace of the Diamond and Isekai Quartet. And Little Chad, what did you watch? Just Isekai Quartet? Little Chad is gone.
What? No, it was sorry, I had to unmute. No, I have not had a chance to watch today's episode. Work was unfortunately required real life obligations. How was it? Was it? I'm guessing it was quite hilarious.
It was. They were like playing video games the whole time.
It was a whole joke about how Ainz, Kazuma, Naofumi, and the teacher all got addicted to a video game. That's what it was.
Aqua too, but Aqua was just like sleeping.
She was sleeping during class, but she wasn't. She was definitely playing a lot.
So when they were they had Kazuma and the nurse, you just see Julius like sleeping in the background.
Yeah, you just see his leg poking out there. I was gonna make that comment. It's been pretty funny considering, like, I know the joke about like Julius getting affected by Gluttony's authority and all that, but like it's really funny to me because he's going to be a pretty important player in the upcoming season of ReZero, and they're just like completely sidelining him in Isekai Quartet.
He's just in the background in the nurse's office the entire time. It's fucking hilarious. I like how what is the name of the cross dressing elves in Overlord? The one who likes
One is Mare.
Mare, and
I think it's the other one.
because it's the male
His-
name is the girl and the girl name is the boy.
Yeah, it's the boy. Or no, it's the girl who wants to be the boy.
Whichever one
girl-
dresses like a boy.
Boy, yeah, it's the one who dresses like a boy. And they're like, I'd rather go play outside with the monsters. And then someone goes, oh, like darkness when she's smiling when there's a monster. And she's like, don't say that.
Everyone just like being completely acquainted with darkness's fetish is kind of funny.
Aura is the
Aura
the
and
girl.
Mare, got it.
Yep.
There we go.
Yeah. That one.
Yeah.
I like
Nice.
how they were like teasing Megamine because Megamine like brought in Cosmo with like their arms locked. Oh, look, you're coming to school arm in arm. Ah, I just couldn't let it be.
All right, I came to school. No, I'm headed back to go play more video games. And just, now for me be like casually being freaked out by a Miko costume. I kind of understand why. Like I've seen some of the clips and everything, but like since I haven't watched the season, I don't get the full context of it.
It's an outfit I think she wears in season 3. Where she's like in charge of the kingdom or trying to take charge of the kingdom, and I think she wears it also in season 4. But I love how what's the vampire girl's name again?
Shoutier?
Yeah,
Shoutier.
Shoutier. Yeah, Shoutier is like, obviously, now for me made her cosplay, and she got so angry because he was forcing her to do it. And he's like, that it. He came back in and he's like, that is not what happened.
That's not what happened at all.
It was great. I like how Amelia was like, maybe we should stop it for like, or they can only play for an hour a day.
Maybe
And
we
the-
should limit their time so it's like to an hour a day, and everyone's like, you got to be at least 6. No, 8
No,
hours
8.
a day.
Yeah.
Everyone was just like all like freaked out, and I'm just like, if I use stop time, does that time count towards my 1 hour a day?
And then Tanya's like, don't be so serious when you're asking that question. Like, it was just a funny episode of like them just playing video games. And like the one I have on the background, like the teacher's like, oh, you guys, I can't believe you're so addicted to this game. And then they're like, his character plays it more than all of them. And then he accidentally has the video comm on and it's his face above it. And then they all go on camera so they know who he is.
He just
like-
rage quits.
Yeah. It's great. It's a funny episode. I love it.
Yeah,
It was
it'd be
good.
great if this was like a backdoor way to also get the sword art people into Isekai Quartet and really make people's heads explode.
Oh, they could do that. I'd actually like that, even though I don't like sword art. But
Yeah, because you're fucking
was-
retarded. That's why.
there wasn't someone said there was like ReZero lore drops in this one.
I didn't see any lore drops in this one.
No? Okay. I
No,
didn't think so either.
I didn't notice any.
Okay. Then maybe it was a different episode that I was looking at what they were talking about. Because it probably actually it would have made more sense if maybe it was last week. Last week was more Konosuba's than anything. Okay. None of you watch Kingdom. This week's episode of fucking Kingdom was fucking awesome. Because none of you watch it. I don't know how much anybody would want to talk about it, but Wang Ben and Mang Tian were key parts in this episode, and this is like the 3rd week in a row where Shin really isn't in it. So let's talk to, may I ask for one final thing? dude, the Red Dragoons are like the people in the. Oh wait, why can't I see us? What the fuck? Why is that? Oh my
What are you
god, man!
doing?
We are having a thing.
We are
Oh
having a thing. You're having a thing. I'm having
yeah,
a drink.
yeah, but you guys are here with me, so you're part of this.
Um, I'm gonna be honest. This latest episode I thought was like not the strongest the series has put out. It's probably one
It's
of my. It was not one of my favorite episodes. I'd probably put it down towards the bottom overall because
it,
it felt like it was just kind of like treading water.
it's probably the weakest one out of all of them. Um, I will give you that. But the Red Dragoon people are fucking hilarious.
Yeah, everyone like she's like a hero of Von Kish because
She beats
like
his
she
ass.
everyone knows she beats the shit out of the prince.
Yeah. And then she like fucking fucked up the what are they calling that orc pork or pork
The
orc
pork
or
orc.
the pork orc, and she's just like beats the shit out of it. Like you saved Mitchell or something like that. Uh, but yeah, it's probably the weakest episode, but I probably laughed the hardest in this episode, just because of the Red Dragon Dragoon people.
It had a look. It had a decent amount of comedy to it, but in terms of like the actual plot and everything that was going on with it, it just wasn't all that.
Yeah, it was
Like,
just
sure, I got
punchy.
a couple of laughs out of the way everyone responded to Scarlet and like how they were all like freaking out over her. Like it's like they call her something like the brutal bride or something like that, and she got like really pissed off.
She's got
Um,
like they gave her 3 names. They gave her 3 names, so she's now at like 9 names or something like that.
mhm.
It's awesome.
um, and she's just sitting there. It's very funny to me to see that whole thing where like the dude's a total fucking masochist. Um, but again, like in terms of like story content, I don't think it really did anything like super amazing. Like, sure, we got some decent fights, sure, we got some comedy out of it, but none of that particularly like translates over to like being a good episode because I feel like again, like it didn't really live up to the expectations I had for the series. It was just kind of there.
So basically, the things we learned for story wise is Von Kish wants to get or he wants to show that he should be the one who leads. So by going in and wiping out these 2 countries and all the monsters with them, he'll get the throne. And then we have the 2 nations attacking, but they're not really attacking. So they might just be waiting for something to happen so they can then take it over. I'm not even going to acknowledge Arceus. Uh,
That is
so
true, Arceus. We
uh,
should be laughing at Rentu Kaiju.
and I can remove Crimson, but I don't want to.
Pussy. Coward.
No,
Cop out.
fine. Go fuck yourself. All right, so little Chad, what did you
Mhm.
think of this episode?
Uh, I'm kind of on the same side as Crimson. It was a little bit of a mid episode for this show. It wasn't bad. It just didn't have as much, like when she was fighting the orc. It's not as set to me. It's not as much fun as when she's beating the shit out of like
Nobles.
normal human nobles, because orcs being evil is such a fantasy trope. It's not as different and satisfying. So I I mean I think Crimson just nailed it. It's for any other it's just a blah episode that kind of tread water after we had some of the big plot developments that had come up in the
Mhm.
last few. It kind of really didn't do much, and I was kind of bored with it. I'm excited for when I want the face off with Teresia or whatever.
Terranetza.
Terranetza.
You'll get
Yeah.
there eventually, little Chad. I believe in you.
Yeah, I mean, I still don't know half the characters, and not in this show, but in like other shows where I have watched over like 100 episodes, and I still don't know how to say their names. So it's like ask me character names from My Hero Academia. Okay, I'll be like, oh, that's the pink girl. I don't know her name.
All right, what's the name of the guy from class 1B who turns into metal?
1010 or 10 or Temtem? No, what is it's something close to that. He's like their version of Kirishima.
Tetsu Tetsu.
Tetsu, that's what it is.
I believe his name was something like Tetsu 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 Tetsu. It was something stupid like that.
His name was his name twice. Yeah. See what I said? Don't, like, I can't tell you any of the teachers' names outside of Mike or fucking Present Mike.
For some reason, I almost said Epic Mike.
Aizawa and Midnight. No, wait, is that her name? Midnight?
Lady Midnight? Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Okay, that's fair enough. Which villainous anime are you going to watch? Should I make him watch that one that I was talking about earlier, Crimson? That's a shit show. And I was like, what the fuck did I just watch? He'd probably like the Yurei part of it.
I don't know. That's up to you.
His name means iron, 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 iron. Make him suffer.
I figured it. I figured that's exactly what was going on there.
I mean, if it's a choice, like if you're saying he can pick any villainous anime, Biggles might get into like a cascade system failure trying to just pick one.
Dude, I was so what's it called came out today. The chapter where Duke forgets Alicia in Villainous that will go down in history. And holy shit, there is so much more to that chapter than we got in the episode. And I was like, man, that could have been even better. Yeah. Okay. So let's go to A Wild Boss Appears. Now, little Chad, I'm going to let you go first on this one because you brought up that you still don't trust her. So
What? Well,
go for it.
they had a memory flicker right as she was talking to her. And I mean, come on, there's no reason to trust that this girl is a beta tester. Nope. There's got to be something else afoot because they did the flicker and they had her think to herself, what was that? You know what? I'll just put it to the side for right now.
Well, if she was an actual player, then why was she such shit at fighting?
They tried to give an in-show explanation that a beta tester wasn't actually into the hardcore everyday meta of the game. They were checking systems. But that is directly contradicted by what we've seen in anime with like Kirito and the other beta testers from I mean, I've done betas before and I'm as hardcore when if I'm doing the beta, I'm in there and that's a game I'm playing like a lot. So I doubt, and
here's the issue I have with that line of argumentation is there are some people who are very casual about betas. It really depends on what you're talking about. If you are talking specifically like the way they were about someone who is hired on by the company to examine things and look over it, and like actually come into the company and play a little bit, play around with it, those aren't necessarily the most hardcore people. What you're talking about are like the open beta or like kind of stuff where people who are very interested in the game get into it early. Those are the kinds of people you would expect to be around. I feel like this might just be an issue of the person writing it or the the translation might just be a little bit off.
Yeah. So when
Because
go ahead.
Going off of like beta, saying all beta testers are represented by the likes of like Kirito or something like that, I feel like is a bit of a stretch.
Yeah, because like, so me and my friends were all we did beta tests for like WoW's like expansions and shit. Out of the 15 of us that would test, the only one who was doing the hardcore shit and like testing like all the raids and all that shit was me. And the reason why I was is because I was in a guild that was always competing for realm first. So when we got beta access, what we would do is we'd play all the raids, testing them to try to come up with strategies beforehand so we could try to win uh, realm first.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Yeah,
when it went
because
to world first, we sucked.
there's an abundance of people I know who have played betas very casually.
Mm-hmm. Like when I
Um,
tested the Elder Scrolls one, I fucking was casual shit.
here's the thing I have with this is like, sure, I'm not necessarily open to like completely trusting Dina at this point, but I feel like at least at this point, like given the chance, she could prove to be like a useful ally. And I don't think the story is leaning in any direction that suggests she might still be harboring ill intent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I don't trust her.
well, you don't have to trust her because she doesn't even trust her. She's just like, it could be fun having a subordinate who's plotting something.
It could be fun to
Yeah.
have a scheming subordinate underneath me, you know?
Yeah. So
Yeah, look, I agree with you that like in that position, if I were in the position that Lufus was, I probably wouldn't trust her. But at the same time, I'd also be willing to at least give her a chance to try and prove herself because I'm not really the type of person to like sit there and be completely vindictive over that.
I trust her just because she's hot. Would
Just because she's hot and tried to kill you.
exactly would.
Although I will take my victory lap in saying that she was evil, you know?
There you go. There you go.
And calling the
But
fact that she's not just the gag character.
but is she really evil or does she just want to kill all the demons?
I think her whole point, at least as far as she's elaborated on it, is that she wants to pit Lufus against the Demon King. So
Yeah, because
we'll
didn't
see.
she want to destroy the demons?
I mean, it seemed like we got a couple different motivations in the episode. She was upset about the lack of other human players.
Mm-hmm.
We found out, I guess, in the lore dump that this is an alternate world based on the novelizations of the video game.
Mm-hmm.
That she's working with the demons, but at the same time it's in order to prevent the demons from being able to take over as fast as they could otherwise, because the quality of opponents on the other side is nothing compared to what it should be based on the game system.
Mm-hmm.
It was a little unclear what, they didn't get into much about how she was actually sabotaging the demons. Now, we did see some of it in the way she got Jupiter yeeted in the last episode by betraying him, but that seemed like it was a new thing kind of being set up based on Lufus being there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I feel like we're in the situation where you're probably looking at like her first opportunity to truly get rid of one of the seven luminaries without seeming suspicious herself.
Well, she killed Mars, right? After Rufus punched Mars, she's the one who killed Mars, right? Or did you not watch the after credits?
I never checked it out.
Oh, okay. So that's when I said like a while back ago, I think might have been like episode 3 or whatever. I was like, we got another player showed So I didn't realize it was Dina at the time, but we got another player or a beta tester, I guess, and she just comes in and she says something to him and then like kills him. And if you go back and look, the smile's the same as Dina's. So because
Mhm.
it only shows the smile, but it shows like the blonde hair. So
Yeah, that looks like Venus. Either way, when it comes to the character, like if she was truly like, trying to betray Lufus, you think she would have done a better job of like obstructing her and like trying to ruin
mhm.
things. But throughout this whole thing, she's at least been, helpful in a lot of ways.
Which is why Lufus lets her basically live. So
Yeah, I mean it was an interesting little battle briefly for the little bit that we got of it. I
Hmm.
think X Gate certainly seems like a very OP skill set.
yeah,
Yeah,
just using it to skip skills.
it reminded me a lot of do you remember was it the I'm the seventh prince, so I'll take my time learning magic, or whatever that show's
Oh,
title
the
was.
little boy with the fucking thighs and all that. Yeah, never watched that one.
I didn't
All right.
watch that one either.
Well,
So
there was a
tell us
boss.
about your experience with Thigh Boy.
All right. Well, there was a boss battle at the end of the first season where the boss had a teleportation power and was using very similar, to kind of hop around and redirect attacks using redirect magic attacks, and it was animated very similar from what I recall.
Um, I want to say there's someone or Janamba from Dragon Ball Fusion Reborn, I
Oh,
believe, has that.
Janemba. Yeah.
Janemba, yeah, does the same shit. All right, my awkward senpai. So this is a girl. We finally meet this person, and it is a girl. And I wonder if it's actually her senpai. Senpai.
Didn't her senpai have a different hair color?
Maybe. But this person could have changed their hair.
True. It's just, I don't know. We'll see. It could be. I kind of had a similar thought, but I'm sitting here like, nah, it doesn't really seem like that's what we're dealing with. But I'm not omniscient. What do I know?
So when you were watching it, when did you first thinking, hey, this isn't a dude?
Um, the moment they started making the main guy jealous,
Okay, I think that might have been
like the
before I
moment
did.
they're in, like
Wait,
right after they're
so
introduced.
so so is that when he goes to talk to her? He's not, or she's not sitting down yet, right?
No, she's out in the courtyard sitting down, and then the other lady goes and talks to her, and Kohai sees them and thinks the tall lady is a dude and gets really jealous.
Okay,
Oh
I
wait, no,
think.
actually, that's not fair because now that I'm thinking about it, this was actually spoiled to me beforehand.
Oh, well,
Yeah, thanks, Arceus.
way to go, asshole. Okay, so
But no,
so
looking at it, it did. They had all the flags on full display the whole time. Like they specifically don't gender this character, make him insanely jealous of this person the whole time. And I'm like, okay, like the reveal is basically like in your face the whole time.
so I was watching this and they were sitting like let me see if I can like back up far enough. They were sitting like this, and I was like, that's really uncomfortable for a dude. This has to be a girl. Uh and like I just like kind of start looking, like actually looking at them, and I was like, actually, they're kind of feminine. This might really be a girl. I was like, I don't know any dudes who sit like that because it hurts your balls. Right? So I'm like,
Unless you don't have any balls, Biggles,
exactly. So that's why I was saying it has to be a woman. Um,
or a eunuch.
or yeah, it could be what's his name? Go or Gauch Gauch.
Gauchwin.
Yeah, him. Could be him. Or wait, no, he still has his, right? No, he doesn't.
No, he's a eunuch.
Yeah, okay.
But he only became a eunuch after he got married and had kids. So he has a
Okay.
son. At
Yeah.
least one, I should say.
Yeah. Okay. So, uh, but yeah, I laughed at this episode. When he finds out, he's like, "Ah." But we got a confession. We got a double drunken confession. So who knows if they'll remember it next
I was
episode.
gonna say the funniest part of the whole thing was just Kanawa freaking out while drunk and having like a whole crying fit in the restaurant. Like that was probably the most entertaining part of this episode. Otherwise, it kind of lives up to everything that I expect out of this one. With just, it's there. I watch it because it isn't the worst thing out.
But she's just like, why would you not? I was laughing so hard at the crying. But it was sad too because you don't want to see uh, our awkward senpai cry. What did you think, little Chad?
I don't actually watch this one.
Oh, you
So,
don't?
I don't.
Okay.
Nope.
It's fun. I like it. All right, let's go to the next one then if little Chad doesn't watch it. None of you watch My Hero.
Is she awkwardly cute? I'm waiting for My Hero. I know it's
awkwardly adorable. Yeah.
She's funny sometimes when she does like dumb things, but otherwise I don't think she's like, the most endearing character out there. That's my big issue with it. Is like sometimes it has good moments, but its best moments really aren't all that like fantastic, and otherwise it kind of gets lumped into like, you compare it to other comedies, it's not as funny. You compare it to other romances, it's not as romantic. It's not as well written. And I'm just not really there for a lot of what's happening. It doesn't have the same sort of like comedic effect that something like My Senpai is Annoying had.
Haven't watched it.
I have watched it and read the manga all the way to completion, so
there you go.
I like that one.
This one had like a really epic moment at the end. That's all I'll say. If you're waiting to watch it and Crimson doesn't watch it, neither of you watched this. She finally meets Jeanette and her half sister. And then my friend's little sister has it in for me. Little Chad, are you watching this at all?
Nope. I'm not watching this one either.
All right. Crimson, you just did a video on this one. So go for it.
All right, let me brainstorm on this latest episode. So everyone's been having problems lately in this series. Like they've all been running into things, and now it's Iroha's turn to be completely thrown out of whack and be completely incapable of voice acting. She's so stuck in the mindset of playing the prim and proper girl around our main character that now she can't do anything for her actual role as the voice actor for their game. The main character, Aki, almost says some, like irretractable things and gets a sucker stuffed in his mouth before he can actually say any damaging words. But at the very least, we do get some like I've enjoyed this show. This wasn't it wasn't particularly its most spectacular episode. Like it wasn't the funniest. It wasn't the most well written.
Arceus says it's a peak episode. Didn't you see that? He said it was peak. What are you sure you're correct on this assessment right now, Crimson?
What's wrong? I don't. Well, let me continue. Shut the fuck up. If you want me to do this, don't interrupt me. Okay.
I'm sorry. I had to troll a little bit.
The part that's really good about this episode was the part where like he finally decides to deal with Mashiro's confession. So she sent that whole text to him saying that like telling him that she loved him and all that, and this is his cousin, by the way. So the whole incest is incest kind of stuff. Look, first cousin loving ain't stopped Japan from cramming in that romantic tension, But basically he goes and like takes her on like out on a nice date and all that, and it's like, I'm gonna let you down softly. She's like, it's okay, I know you're gonna reject me, but I'm not gonna give up on you. I'm gonna make you fall in love with me even though we're cousins.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like where we end off, is him being like, all right, now it's time for me to deal with Iroha.
Yes. Outside of the new girl who really liked the sucker, I didn't like this episode.
I don't really think that was a new girl. She's been there since the backstory episodes.
Was she?
Yeah, she was part of the backstory.
That was the blonde hair girl?
No, different person.
Hmm.
She was in those episodes. She basically gets involved with them because she uses her inheritance to create that studio to help out the blonde girl and Iroha.
Oh, I don't remember that. Okay.
Yeah, watch it again, bitch.
All
She's
right,
in there.
fine. I can rewatch those episodes because those are the episodes I liked of this show.
Yeah. Well, as far as this goes, like it's one that I've been pretty impressed with, in spite of whatever rating that my anime list has it at. I feel like it has navigated this whole love triangle thing very well. It starts it off in a completely unbiased position where like the main character is a dude who has a bunch of tsunderes in love with him, but he is in complete denial of the fact that tsunderes exist. He thinks that it's like a stupid, annoying trope in fiction and that they're not real. Like it doesn't make sense to be mean to the person that you have a feelings for.
It doesn't. But
Meanwhile, Mashiro is in love with him and does nothing but brutalize him. And Iroha is in love with him, but she's too much of a coward to actually commit to confessing and always plays it off as a joke. But like they've done a good job. Like I said, the love triangle doesn't add a bunch of needless drama into this. They've done a good job of making both girls, endearing characters, people that I like. They've done a good job of not making it needlessly biased, like Watari Kun's Garden, where he gushes over this one girl right up until she confesses to him, and then he fucking backtracks on it. And the main character actually has some spine and is willing to, put himself out there to solve some problems and do some shit. And he's not just getting dragged along by a strong-willed girl in every single one. So it's a better rendition of the whole love triangle thing than I expected out of this. I honestly thought I was going to be, ranting about this one.
all right. Well, I'm glad you liked it. I agree with the My Anime List score. I'd probably give it slightly higher in the 6, but
I would say it's like a 7 to like a 7.4.
Yeah.
That's where I would put it, to be entirely honest. Like, it's a solid, like, B tier kind of romance anime.
Well, I think before the flashback episodes, I didn't really care for it. And then after the flashback episodes, there was maybe like one episode I really liked. And then I think the last two I haven't really cared for.
There's also the effect of like this might just be me like desperate for something to watch in a season where like everything seems to kind of suck. So,
well, I like a lot of these, even though they're like I would put a lot of them like so. I have this like if you look at my list, I slightly moved it up this episode only because this one wasn't as good this week, even though like so the whole thing is Arthur is like too stupid to realize that she is a fucking robot. And in this episode, he finds a thing that basically says she's a robot. And he's like, oh, she's definitely not a robot. And then he hears them talking, saying, like, yeah, as soon as he finds out that you're a robot, I have to send you away. And because he has fallen in love with this robot, he's like, I will never let them know that I know. So now there's going to be weird shit going on in the next episode. So I kind of lowered it one spot.
yeah, I still the funniest part about that show that I've seen was someone made a meme of like the robot maid behaves perfectly, but 325 cream pies later and it's pregnant.
Yeah, that's a funny one. And then the dark history of the reincarnated villainess. All right, Crimson, I know you dropped it, but you should watch this last episode.
No.
There is a crazy bitch in it.
All right, you know what? I'm in. You said enough.
There's this crazy bitch, and she's kidnapping other bitches, and she's kind of like the wolf from the earlier episode.
Oh, so she's really horny for other women.
Yeah, and then she like, uh, so the cop dude on the top left, she tries to like get him, and she's like, "Are you sure you can take off his clothes?" Because she's like, she designed the clothes to where she's like, "I like the way they look, but they don't actually. You can't actually take off the clothes." So she's like trying to like get him, and she's like, "I can't get it." She's a crazy bitch. So I moved this one up. No one watches Pass Me the Monster Meat.
Yeah, that's one I binge listed.
But they ended up bringing in 3 night girls for the kingdom. They finally get to where she's going to be living the rest of her life. And I enjoyed it. But campfire cooking in another world. Little Chad, I know you watched this one, so I'll let you go first.
Of another awesome episode that was fun. I'm kidding. No, it's just this. I mean, this show is about as much wash, rinse, repeat as anything that we're getting. Yeah, I mean, but it's not bad though. It's just
No, I keep saying that it does what it needs to do well over and over again. Like it does the animation on the cooking very well. It makes food very appetizing. It kind of makes me jealous of all the food people get to
Eat.
yeah.
The word you're looking for is eat. This
Sorry,
was the
no,
one.
Muffler Tape sent me something really fucking weird. What the fuck?
Is it from that show?
No, I'm very concerned.
I probably sent you a picture of.
He sent me a picture of a shirtless black man.
Maybe he accidentally sent it to you while he was trying to send it to himself for later.
Probably. This seems like the kind of thing he would jerk off to.
No, this is the one where he's like trying to find a blacksmith to make a stuff or not a like
A grill.
yeah
A barbecue
grill.
setup. He wants to barbecue.
Yeah. And all the blacksmiths are like, "I'm going to kick your ass. Get the fuck out of here." And he's like, "I hear you like to drink," and he gives them whiskey. And he's like, "Oh, do it. I'll make you this.
Make it 10 bottles.
And then yeah, and then he's like, "Oh, this was actually pretty fun. Thanks." Like, now give me the alcohol.
It turns out he's the head blacksmith of the whole town and everything. Yeah. No, it's like I enjoy this for like just the slice of life-esque kind of stuff that it does like that. It's enjoyable for like the cooking parts of it. You get to see like all the renditions of like food that he makes, and it's always pretty appetizing. It's an entertaining show just for, Suey and Fel and all of that. We get a huge chunk of this episode dedicated to the gods, though.
I enjoyed that.
And just Rusalka being fed up as well.
Yeah.
Rusalka is best girl. But again, like it is kind of rinse and repeat. I will give it that, but in a way where it's like it's doing what I want it to do. Like it's always fun to watch because I'm not expecting some like plot out of it. I'm not expecting like a major story or any major developments out of it. It's just like I'm going into this knowing like I'm gonna get some cooking and some fun times. I'm gonna get an entertaining episode, and that's about it.
And occasionally you'll get the gods and goddesses bickering in comedic ways, which is fun.
Which was what this episode was about, kind of. Besides the
Pretty
grill.
much.
All right. Is that the? I think these are the last 2 we all watched because you stopped watching this one, right, Crimson?
No, I'm still watching it.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's Gotcha Achika. I moved it up again after this episode. There's some good fights, and then that fucking Sparky hair bitch is coming back.
Yeah, they assembled the animation Avengers for this. They got Chansard and a bunch of other guys. One who had worked on Blood Blockade Battlefront. I forget the guy's name. But they basically got a ton of people who are like well known throughout the industry for this episode, and I'm hoping that they keep him around for the next couple episodes to finish out the fights and everything, because like the animation on this one was fantastic. And I even think Rudo had a really, really good moment with his whole power up that happens in this.
Yeah, near the end.
Yeah. So like it's been building up on like the whole lore of like the Watchmen series and all of that. We've been getting a little bit into like Zoldil and like what he is attempting to do with this giant trash beast he's been trying to cultivate. And I feel like the payoff has been pretty good. Now, Zonka not getting a chance to kick Jabber's ass in this arc is kind of disappointing. And, there are some comedic moments with like Engine like questioning Rio about some things. She's like, no, I didn't kill anyone. I swear.
Mm-hmm.
And like she's freaked out about Rudo pulling out a nail gun, and she's just like, oh shit.
Yeah,
So there's a few good like comedic moments in all of this, but really the best part of it is just like the fights against the hands guy. Like that, all of that is very well animated. It's played out very well, and they do Rudo as a character very well in this one.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this episode. I know for like 6 episodes I was like struggling really, really hard watching this.
I feel like it does get a little rough in the second core. Like I'm not as much of a fan of it in the second core. But it's been recovering lately as it's gotten back into like the story stuff. Like I didn't particularly care about the stuff with some of the stuff early on in this, arc. But I feel like it's definitely been better as we've gotten deeper into all of this.
Mm-hmm. And I'm just assuming the ones that were in the car either at the end of last episode or like the start of this episode, um, I think they're getting here probably next episode or maybe like the episode after. Because like the other cleaners that weren't there at the start that were in the car trying to find them, I assume they'll get there in like the next episode or something.
I'm assuming we're gonna see everyone inside the trash beast dealing with Sparky bitch,
Mm-hmm.
and then all of the other people are going to roll up and start trying to deal with the trash beast. And the end of this arc, I'm guessing, will be everyone teaming up to take down this massive trash beast before it attempts to cross the border.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, probably. That's where I'm thinking too. I don't know how long it will be, but because wait, what episode are we on?
21. I think we got
Okay,
3
so it would
episodes
be
left.
okay, so it would be in the last 3. Yeah. Okay. Well, that would make sense that they would come into 2 episodes from now because they
Mhm.
still got to fight the Sparky bitch, which hopefully they just fucking wipe the floor with her. Okay.
I would like to see something done about that, but I doubt that it's going to be an easy fight considering what they've been setting up.
Yeah, and considering Rio had to go like psycho with the guns, and it's just like bam,
Bang.
bam. Okay, hands off, Swar
Swaranade.
Swaranare Kotahashi.
Swaranare. Sawaranide.
Dude, this episode was titties galore. Okay, this episode had so many titties of just one person's titties.
No, it had so many shots of titties.
Yeah,
Like,
shots of titties.
They got a lot of shots of volleyball girls' titties in, and you know what? I respect it. I respect it.
These episodes are like 11 minutes long, and I think it was like 8 minutes of titties. Like,
Well,
But she's a savant,
naked,
man.
They're naked in the bath the entire time. Of course, there's titties.
And she is the most equipped of all the girls in that house.
yes.
And now we find out she's also a savant gifted masseuse, even impressing him with her ability to, by instinct alone, navigate where she needs to be.
And then he's like, "You actually have no fatigue. I don't
Yeah,
need
I
the
can't get.
massage."
She's really up. She's really disappointed when she doesn't get a massage.
No,
I mean,
she's
which
like,
makes
everybody
her
else orgasmed. Why can't you
now
give me one?
You can't give me a happy ending too.
assuming it's not a harem end, which it probably, if it is, it would be. Which one is the top girl? So now that we've seen them all, now we've had our moments with all of them. Which one is top girl?
All of them but the pink-haired girl. They're like everyone but the pink-haired girl.
Do
See,
you
I
want
like the
some
pink.
Shenzong with the swimmer? Do you...
So okay, I actually like the swimming girl the most. I think she's easily, like the most endearing, the cutest. Next, you have, volleyball girl, and then the pink hair chick, because they're the three who have come at this. They come at him with like some like genuine motives to be like friendly and everything to him. After their encounters with this guy, and then you have I believe it's the
Basketball?
soccer girl, the
Soccer
blue-haired
girl.
one.
Yep. No. Well,
Who is literally just there because she wants a boyfriend, and whether or not she is actually has feelings for this guy, she was willing to do the whole honey trap thing on him. So screw her. And then of course you have the tsundere girl who tried to get him kicked out in the very beginning.
yeah, but now he has to go save her. But there's one clip that just says who best girl is. But
なるほど。汗で服が濡れたからと。じゃあ、そういうことにしておきます。
何をメモしてるんですか？
秘密です。ではおやすみなさい。
but no, I like them all except the pink-haired girl.
Volleyball girl is best girl.
She definitely got the best titties, I'll say that.
I mean, she's if you want the best girl, you want the girl who can run that house, and that's her. Assuming, yeah, I mean, you got to assume you're moving towards the harem ending, so you need top wife number one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in her case, I'd more so be looking at like she does a lot of stretching, so she's clearly very flexible. She's very personable. Was friendly to Kotasashi all the way through, so I respect it. But I still like the swimmer girl the most.
Mm-hmm. Same. But
I
I'm
would
a sucker
put
for tsundere, so I like.
I put
basketball girl.
swimmer girl is probably the second on the list. If I'm going volleyball, swimmer, soccer, basketball, ping pong.
Man,
I
everyone's
kick-
shitting on ping pong girl.
I kicked ping pong girl completely off my list. Actually, best girl is the vice principal. Okay,
The vice principal doesn't count.
give me that
Of-
episode already.
Of
Unless we
course.
get Kotasashi groping some vice principal sized titties, I'm not interested in her. Okay.
Of
me-
course,
get me
Biggles
that
going with the
episode.
Dommy mommy.
Get me that
Like-
episode of the vice principal.
Biggles is like Fujimoto out here. He literally wants a girl to come like tip his motorbike over and like bully him in college.
All right. What else do we want to say about this one?
Look, to be entirely honest, it's not the most amazing like ecchi series out there. It is one of those ones that really does rely on titties to make its appeal to people. The short episodes don't really lend to much storytelling, although they do give a decent bit of like sports health advice in what they do, and it seems like it's fairly professional, fairly knowledgeable about what it's saying. But like there are better, more story-oriented ecchi series out there. Like I would say even Tales of Wedding Rings, for as mid as I have said it is, has a better, more organized story than whatever this is doing. Like this hasn't really progressed towards anything. This hasn't really like given me the sense that like it has an end goal. Right now it has literally just been like episode by episode, we need more titties. We need to show booba.
So,
And I don't hate that. If that's what it wants to be, that's fine. It doesn't quite fit my taste as much as other things.
I'm going to argue with this. Ready? This whole story is him becoming a sports medicine guy. So each week is him progressing in that goal. There you go. But lots of titties.
Yeah, but it's only been over like I don't know how many days. Like it feels like they've only
Well,
been
the
at
training
this
camp
for
was like a
a
week.
weekend.
Yeah.
My point is like it doesn't seem like he's been around all of that long. So there hasn't really been any like character development for him. There hasn't been any like major challenges for him to overcome. There's been none of that. So really the big focus
What
it
about
has
getting
is
kicked out of the house?
shut the fuck up.
That was a thing he had to overcome.
Not necessarily. That was just a fucking dumb trope.
Well, they tried to do it twice.
It's honestly that doesn't really add anything to the story. Like it doesn't develop any characters very well. It doesn't give Kotasashi something that he actually has to overcome by his own merits. It's just kind of an event that happens and then gets brushed aside once it's dealt with. Like there was no ramifications for that.
All right, well, that's fine. That's okay. I don't think it's fucking amazing, but yeah. Okay, Dad is a hero and Mom is a spirit. I'm a reincarnator.
This one's starting to get a little more interesting.
Honestly, so like I was like, okay, Saville, like I felt bad for him for a while. These past couple of episodes, I've been of the mind that this dude needs to pull his fucking head out of his ass.
Well, that's what I mean.
That's what he's trying to do, right?
they
In this
like
episode, at least.
initially you're gonna think the you want to like from the beginning episodes the wife is gonna be the bitch that you don't like, and now you've seen that because they've effectively ostracized and like isolated her, she's fallen into a drunken stupor. He doesn't even talk to his daughter. He's a terrible father and we're seeing it, and it's leading to the daughter, and he's just she's in her rebellious phase. It's because you're an asshole.
I'm honestly
Yeah.
hoping that Ellen chews this motherfucker out for his behavior. And look, I don't think it was necessarily doing the wrong thing and like the way the wife behaved and all of that. Like Saville had the right to be upset about all of that stuff. But given the state of affairs now, like what did his daughter do to deserve that kind of treatment? Like now
What's
just being a fucking dickhead over the whole thing and constantly wishing that she was more like Ellen. I'm just sitting here like, dude, you can fuck all the way off, you piece of shit father.
Fucking
what's
piece of shit.
interesting, and as silly as this show is, this is probably one of the more realistic depictions of how things might go in a noble society when the Lord feels like he was embarrassed by the woman. Like it wouldn't just impact his relationship with his wife, it would go downstream to his daughter now being a function of that embarrassment, right, as a result. So this is when I got a little bit of shit when I put this on the list. It's like it's got layers. They're putting nice little things in there. Now they're clearly, and this is going to be another future storyline between Savil's daughter and Ellen when she's hot for the prince and she thinks she's getting letters and all this stuff, and he's humoring her like like a friend, and she doesn't get it, and he is stupefied and wants to see Ellen, like, and there's gonna be a thing, like she could turn into a full-blown villainess and Biggles will then love her.
I mean, I already love her. She's one of my favorite characters in this show.
So
She's
I mean,
adorable.
I don't know. I'm not as much like realistic doesn't really appeal to me necessarily. I'm more so looking for an interesting story. And when it comes to drama and stuff, like it's usually one of those things where like unless it's done in a way that is like giving me some sort of like good, interesting character development, I'm not really interested in it. And this show just hasn't been doing that. It hasn't been using that drama to push any sort of like a good narrative for any of its main characters. It's literally just like, oh, Saville's a piece of shit. Like he's literally like the incompetent lord. Like he's relying on everyone else to do everything. Like if he's going to be the one to have a character arc and not our main character, not anyone else, that's going to be really fucking disappointing.
Well, it looks like he's
True.
going on a fucking arc.
I did think it was interesting when, and I think it was the episode before this, where the grandmother was trying to get Salvo to understand he's being a tool and he needs to
Mhm.
complete, and it was subtle when he was like, I can't get them to undo something if they're not ready to do it. And she, as she leaves the room, was like, I'm doing the same thing with you because you're apparently not ready to see that you're being an asshole to your daughter. But you're not going to listen if I tell you that. You need to realize that. I mean, I think there's some good character development in at least some of those other things. Now, it gets goofy when Ellen shows up and they get all there. I'm intrigued to see. I think I kind of feel like we're gonna find out that the maid who took the water shot for
Mhm.
the daughter is the wife of the bodyguard, because because when I think
Alberto.
yeah, it would make sense that she's in service just like he is.
Mhm.
And they've shown she's had a couple moments of having like a backbone that to show that she would have, and then they reference like who's in charge in the house. Oh, it's definitely my mom. She runs that show. So
The maids are always like the best characters when you like watch the noble ones because they're the only ones who actually understand the characters.
Again, though, I don't feel like you say that like they're doing some good character. I disagree. I feel like the show has been a clusterfuck of things it wants to do but can't do well.
Don't worry, little Chad. I see what you're saying. I see the potential and growth that they're setting up.
I mean, I just find it entertaining, and I think it's giving me more than I want, than I would expect from this show. So I'm appreciating it.
I do like how the pup or not the puppy, the tiger can finally change forms. I do like that. So he had character growth. He's now able to transform. It was just off screen. And now you have like a rivalry right now that's
Between the two
Rebels.
dudes, yeah.
Yeah. And Rebels like, no, stop fighting over my daughter. She's like, you're annoying, Dad. Like, stop being annoying. So
Stop
that's
getting
like
in my face. Stop being annoying, Dad.
mhm.
Like there was potential for this to be like a decent anime, but like again, it's just kind of one of those things that ended up, at least for me, kind of letting me down. I can still watch it. I don't hate the thing, but like I would not by any means qualify that as um a mark of high praise. Like this one's rough in a lot of places.
I think it's probably a function of this season being weak that this is one that I'm still feeling as positive as I am about it.
I mean, I
That
like
could be it. That might be why, like, I stuck around with, the Vampire Can't Suck for as long as I did, and some of the other shows that I checked out. Um, like my friend's little sister has it in for me. Like, that might be part of the reason why I continued watching that for as long as I did.
I mean, you're still watching.
Yeah, like I enjoy it, but at the same time, it's like I don't know if like it's just because this season is weak or if it actually does have like decent capabilities, because I do acknowledge that even that one is rough, but it might just be my standards have gone through a fucking reset because of everything that this season has been.
All right. Let this grieving soul retire. This episode did not have Tino, so it fucking sucked.
Fuck this anime.
All right.
Fuck it.
So there's like this new group of villains that may have been seen like in the last season, but I don't remember.
You're still
And
watching this?
yeah, yeah. And then they, apparently everybody is a member of this organization, and Cry's like, "Oh yeah, I have a foxtail," like, and he doesn't. He clearly didn't understand it. So now they think he's like the leader of the foxes because of course he is, because he walks into everything. Like this show fucking sucks. And this episode didn't have Tino. So fuck this episode. That's all I have to say. Um All right. Let's go. The waste of 22 minutes for this episode. They're like, oh, our plan is to get them here and fight them and kill them. And then it spent 22 minutes setting up that exposition, which was fucking boring as shit.
I'm like I've said, this show is satisfying when it does the revenge stuff, but after that point, it's like it dawdles, it wastes a lot of time. It's not very interesting outside of the 2 kills he's gonna get this season. I'm not in like it doesn't do a good job of setting up its world. Like I don't care about the maestros. I don't care about what's going on with the Elf Kingdom and all that stuff. Like, it doesn't do a good job of deploying those mysteries into the story. It doesn't make them interesting. The characters aren't all that interesting. I would have liked this a whole lot more if Light actually had struggled all the way through to get his revenge against these characters. Like if it had been, down to the wire in each scenario, instead of him just like spending years spamming his unlimited gotcha at the bottom of a dungeon to get all the powerful people he needs to train him.
Yeah. And so, you don't like the elf queendom where the queen elf wants to bang her son?
I don't necessarily think she wants to bang her son.
Oh, well, it
If
definitely
you
felt
get
like that.
if you get sexual tension out of that, okay.
like
I
it.
feel like
Seems
it's just
like
one
it.
of those things where she's an obsessive mother.
Yeah. Sounds like she wants to bang him to me. I don't know. This fucking show sucks. I hate it. I'd rather watch Grieving Souls. And I hate that show when Tino's not on it.
That's a wild statement to me. I can't imagine wanting to watch Grieving Souls more than
Yeah, that's how much I fucking hate this. It wastes
I
so
don't-
much time.
I didn't mind this episode since they were pretty much just setting the table for the traps and the fights. Like this is here we're getting the the White Knights or whatever and we have to we have to establish, because clearly they're going to be taking on and fighting each one of these individuals from the abyss. So this is a much, compared to the waste of time that was the dungeon arc.
Mm-hmm.
This is much cleaner because within one episode we get the trap set. They all are in the tower, but in that same episode we're introduced enough that we have a general idea of each one of our abyss fighters that will be taking on the White Knights, because you want to have a little setup for that, right? You don't want to just you could, right, where you just have them show up and then have to fight them, but this makes it a little better.
They
I
showed
think
them all last episode.
No, this episode was the one where they escorted him
I
to
know,
the
but
tower.
they showed all of the White Knights that were going to be fighting the episode before.
I
and
know,
they-
but this is where you get the abyss side.
I agree with Lil Chad in that I don't think these episodes have been a waste of time. They have like effectively set up everything that's going on. I feel like if they had just gone into it, it would have felt like a complete fucking rush job, and I would have cared even less. The issue I have though is that again, it spent so much time dawdling in that other dungeon for no fucking reason whatsoever to give us literally zero information on anything, that it's kind of lost any goodwill that people could have towards it.
Yeah.
For
It's the dungeon arc that's the original sin of where this show went wrong. Like for the first few episodes when we got our revenge against the wolf beast man, it was pretty solid. Then we just went off the rails with unnecessary bullshit, and now we got back to it because it clearly that seemed like it was spinning its wheels because they didn't think they could get 13 episodes out of what they were gonna do because it looks like what we're gonna get for the rest of this season is gonna be the individual abyss fights with the White Knights and then the face off against the elf girl at the end. That's gonna round out the season. And if we had just gone right from the wolf dude right into this, it would have been a more satisfying pacing. Like I think you probably should have done this where you got. I mean, I don't know
Well,
how far the manga is into it, but I think you
just
could
like
have done.
200 plus
here's how you
chapters.
could have like progressed this pretty well. Is you like the first 3 episodes, you keep them the same. You cut out the dungeon arc, and you go into the whole thing with the elf girl and all that. And through all of this, you find out information on like what exactly happens to his hometown and his family, and that sends him on to the next part of the series, where the next part of this, like the next arc, where he goes looking for whatever like remains of his family and potentially to exact revenge on the people who killed his parents. You could have rolled all of that in. It would have been a much more satisfying experience than what we got. But this show, like it's well animated. It does the revenge part well, but it lacks in certain areas, like it dawdles. And like I said, Light as a character just doesn't feel like he's as satisfying as he could be, because he has there's no sense of struggle to him actually doing any of the stuff he needs to get his revenge. He just kind of rolls up, bodies a fucker, and moves on.
Mhm.
Like it
That
doesn't
sucks.
actually, that doesn't make for an interesting story. Sure, some people do enjoy their power fantasies, but that doesn't make for a good story. What you've got in this case is basically just a revenge power fantasy that satisfies certain sentiments in people who have that vindictive side to them, who like the satisfaction of getting revenge or whatever. But at the end of the day, it's not the most well written or compelling. Like Light himself as a character sucks ass. The story of this show, like the world that they're trying to set up, sucks. And they are completely misguided in what they are trying to set up. You could have rolled this whole revenge story into a much bigger like world event, but you started talking about it too soon and made it a priority way too soon.
Mhm. I don't know. I think this show sucks. I hate it. Other than the animation, I really hate the
Yeah,
show.
well, you like Kaiju number 8, so your opinion is moot.
Yeah, well, it's awesome. So I don't care what you have to say.
He's just nuh-uh.
It's awesome. I think you're retarded. All right.
You are retarded.
So what are we going to talk about? Anything else?
Let's see.
Should we go to my anime list and
I mean, if you really want to, we can look back over some of the stuff that's come out this year, and but it's your show. Or we could look at what's coming up, but look, I think we've been over that once already.
2026 is so goated, man. It's going to be ridiculous.
There's a lot of stuff going on in 2026 that I'm looking forward to. I mean, now that I'm caught up on Bookworm, I can watch that. There's going to be Mushoku Tensei, ReZero, Tanya the Evil, which I'll need to watch season 1 of. There's a lot of good stuff coming in 2026.
Chain Soldier.
I'll actually have to watch season 1 of that. I think I watched 1 episode and determined that I would rather just read the
manga. I can see that.
You know what? Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll just start getting caught up on Chain Soldier through digital volumes, because it's one of those series where like I hesitate to. I don't know. Maybe actually I will get physicals for that, since Cyber Monday and all that. Maybe I can find them on sale somewhere. We'll figure it out. I'll start getting caught up on that, because I'm going to have some time at the end of the year here again to just like sit down and binge stuff. And because of seasons like this, I actually kind of appreciate like the slowing down that happened here at the end of the year. Like, I know it kind of sucks to be talking about anime right now, but one of the benefits is that I've been able to go back and watch a bunch of other stuff. So like I've gotten through Bookworm, Urusei Yatsura, Legendary Hero is Dead, Wrong Way to Use Healing Magic. I ended up getting to watch a lot of stuff that I would have wanted to watch, but never really got the chance to. Especially this week, I get to watch Visions of Escaflowne. So we're going to watch some classic isekai.
So this one, there was an ad on Crunchyroll for
this is the tower defense one, right?
The tower defense one, yeah. Territory defense by Opt. So I want to watch this just to see like the tower defense part, because I love tower defense games. But they had an ad of this on Crunchyroll, and when you click it and watch it on Crunchyroll, it has the Japanese, but they do like an AI English dub over it.
Oh, are we going to talk about the AI dubs from Amazon?
We can if you want to pull them up.
I actually probably have some saved in my Twitter bookmarks.
Yeah, so if one of you wants to pull it up,
The No Game No Life one was so terrible.
And
hey, it was the same level of normal Amazon dub. So
no, I think the normal Amazon dubs are better.
barely.
Let's see. Okay, here. Oh, I actually got one of Johnny Young Bosch responding to the AI dub situation.
I met Johnny this year.
Johnny seems like a cool dude.
Yeah, well, he
Um,
was Adam from Power Rangers back when I was little, so obviously he was cool. But this one I want to watch because I like tower defenses, but it was like the blades of wind are cut. I was like, what the fuck is going on? And then he's like,
it's banana
so and so,
fish.
and it was just fucking ridiculous that I was laughing so hard when like
Here's another clip that I've got. I'm just gonna,
are you sending them or are you sharing screen?
I'm gonna pull them all up and then I will share my screen and we can go over them.
Okay.
So I'm just going through my topics here, and pulling up the ones that I have saved. Okay, here's the No Game No Life one. All right, I believe that is legitimately everything that I have on this whole thing. Okay, so I guess we'll start with the No Game No Life one.
Okay.
Okay, so here we go.
All right.
So yeah, I mean, like they decided to not just so the Banana Fish, No Game No Life, and Vinland Saga. Those are the ones that they decided to do AI dubs of.
I feel like I'm going to have to watch all of these.
I think somebody somehow has played a terrible joke on you. Overboost. Littering, debris everywhere.
So have you guys ever seen the AI dub for Supercube?
Yeah, you've showed it to me.
I have a reaction up on my channel. Like it's hilarious to listen to. This is maybe one step up from that. It's not even entertaining to watch. It's just downright painful.
This reminds me of the dubs that little Chad sent me for Trapped in a Dating Sim for the audiobooks.
It's probably the same algorithm.
It's wild to me that like they aren't even matching like the subtitles that are going on here.
At all about the environment. However, no doubt I can do something about that. You think so? Yeah.
Yeah.
You think so? Yeah.
Yeah. This is fantastic. I love this.
It's so fucking good, guys. The AI dubs thing has single-handedly like made me eat my words, as I said like a long time ago. It's like, look, if they go for AI dubs, like voice actors and localizers have made themselves like have put themselves in an unfavorable light with fans. I think AI dubs just kind of made me reverse course on that and be like, I would rather deal with the localizers and English dub people than whatever the fuck this is. Like, holy shit.
This is fantastic. I love this.
Wait, why did it went Japanese? It went to the Japanese version. That's a completely different voice than she had earlier.
I have a bad feeling about this. All I need from you is your head. The rest can rot in the dirt. Like
all I need from you is your head.
Like the useless pile of scrap that you are.
This is fantastic. I love this. This is the greatest thing ever. I need to watch all these.
Kainon frog.
Like no fucking emotion whatsoever.
Excuse me? Well, I never told you my name, but that's it. It's who I am, and I owe it to Riku. Okay, hello. I'm Jibril. It's
Okay,
nice to
hello.
meet you.
It's
Oh,
nice to meet you.
This is amazing. I should go
This is-
watch all of these.
This is fucking awful.
Dude, I love this.
Well, I'll save a little bit of this.
I'm literally crying right now. This is how amazing.
I'm gonna move on to the some of the other examples that I have here. So this
Alright.
is from Banana Fish, another one that they did with AI dubs.
I need to know, banana fishes, quick, what you've been babbling about.
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Yes.
A little bit.
I'm gonna turn it up a little bit.
So, I ask you to please tell me. I know because that man said it while dying.
But banana fish, it was banana
But
Banana
fish-
F. What the? What in the hell?
Dude, I can't.
Oh man, this is rough. I'm drunk and this is rough.
Is
Dude,
that
I'm
bastard banana
I shouldn't say I'm drunk. I had one glass over the course of like an hour.
Dude, I am
fish?
dying. These
Is
are
banana
great.
fish the one who did this to you?
Is
Answer
Banana
me.
Fish the one who did
Griff?
this to you? Dude, this is fantastic.
It's I would not describe this as fantastic. This is a travesty.
Dude, these are fantastic.
AG! What are you doing? Over here, over here. Yes, I'm coming.
Oh god, how bad is this going to be? I'm trying to pause it so that you don't get absolutely wrecked on the
Yeah, that's
on
fine.
the flip side.
No,
But
I get it.
I think this is the one that I first saw.
Oh, for goodness sake, please spare me, boss. Don't kill
B, please spare me, boss.
This is great. I love it. Best
me.
ever.
Please don't kill me.
That's enough. Get out of here. I might as well tell you now.
Like this is some of the most lifeless shit I have ever heard in my life.
This is like watching a normal Amazon dub, except funnier.
So then we have, I can share this. We have Johnny Young Bosch here coming at it with the what hope does any aspiring voice actor have now? Amazon has deep resources and should do better. They're also AI dubbing over titles that already have existing dubs, which is the most ridiculous part of this. Is like they're doing this kind of stuff specifically because I guess licensing reasons, like they feel like they can,
They
get
lost
away
the
with it.
dubs. Yeah.
But like,
Damn it! Everyone's crowding into this tiny space. I need space to move.
I need space to move. He says it so fucking dumb.
This is hilarious.
I said I need space.
You overgrown son of a bitch.
You overgrown son of a bitch. This is so bad, man. It's so bad. So
That
yeah,
was fantastic.
Amazon decided that like of all the things they were going to pick no game, no life, and Vinland Saga to try and put AI dubs on. Like, what in the hell were you thinking?
That was fantastic. I want more. They need to do
No,
what was it?
no, stop yourself.
They need no. You know what? They need to do one for trying to think. They should have done this for Let This Grieving Soul Retire. They should have done
AI dub for Let This Grieving Soul Retire. Yeah, fuck that series.
it.
But no, it's like, look, AI, can be a cool technology and all of that, but it clearly has its limits. And this push to try and like make it like the next big thing, I feel like might not quite pan out. Like there was one that came up recently where this guy decided to take the first scene where Zenitsu uses his his breathing
Thunderclap and
techniques.
Flash.
Yeah. In season 1 of Demon Slayer. He decided to take that and put it into AI and make it look all live action and everything. And the guy is like, Hollywood spends millions of dollars to pump out garbage, and look what one person can do with just a little bit of work. And I'm just like, you made a CW looking version of Demon Slayer. This looks like crap, dude. Like you have done nothing impressive, and you want to fucking stroke yourself off for it. The same person then, when like criticized for their work, said anime is the most soulless cartoon out there. And I'm just like, all right, you know what?
Dude,
You
you
can
just
shut the fuck up. You have AI apologist, or sorry, AI apologist or AI evangelist, something like that, in your bio on Twitter. And you and every one of your posts, you get maybe 10 to 15 likes.
Well, you can't say something soulless as you promote AI. Like that's fucking
As you
retarded.
promote the biggest pile of shit AI rendition of Demon Slayer I have ever seen, yes.
All right. Well, we don't really have much else to talk about. I know we're like 35 minutes late, or not late, or earlier than we normally would. But unfortunately, we don't have a great season. And unfortunately, they don't watch Kingdom, which I could talk about for hours on hours.
I don't have the time to
Um,
catch up on Kingdom. Shut the fuck up.
I
Stop
know, and
complaining.
I can't even talk to you about it because you have the manga, and they have completely different character names. Like, uh,
Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
like uh, Hidiao or uh, he, yeah, Hidiao or close to that. I don't really know how to say it. Is like Tenfu something. I was like, what the fuck? That doesn't even make sense. Why? Like, so whenever they say 10 in the manga, I was like, wait a fuck, that's not their name. He Li Diao. I don't know. I've never been able to say their name. The only character's name I really know how to say correctly is Shin. That's it. The rest of them I have trouble saying.
Hmm.
And the funny thing is, Shin's the only one with his actual name in the entire book.
Yeah, well, that's Chinese names for you. They're always fucking wonky like that.
Yeah, but they have totally different names in the manga and the anime. So it's like, I have to read the manga to know which characters you're talking about. So I couldn't even talk to you about it, even if you were the same spot in the manga as the anime. I have to like make a cheat sheet of who is like who each person is when I read it.
Well, it's kind of like when you get to like some of the ReZero stuff. Like Felix is Ferris in the light novels.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Julius was still Julius, but like they have one in there that's Louis Arneb. It was supposed to be Rui Arneb, and an early fan translation fucked it up.
Mm-hmm. Bastard. Bastard.
Yeah.
Those fucks. That person should get a letter written to them by the mangaka saying he fucking ruined my shit, or the light novelist, you ruined my shit.
You
And,
fucking cocksucker.
and then there will be a tree. And that's all I'm going to say. All right. In a 4. Okay, so so I got nothing. Crimson, you got anything?
Not any ideas that I could do on the spot or that I don't have ready for other shows this week. Sorry.
All right, little Chad, you got anything?
I do our show on Friday, Send It Art podcast. If anybody wants to tune in and hang out, I think we're doing a deep dive on Stranger Things.
All right, there
This
you
week.
go. I still have never watched Stranger Things. I don't plan on it. All right, you guys. Thank you all for being here. Sorry we're ending early. I think this thing sends us somewhere else. So I'll give you some Lucy, and then we'll go to Goblin Slayer and end it.
Like hell we're gonna believe that. A goblin lord? My ass. You're just a damn goblin. Just a disgusting little goblin. And me?